Good morning, everybody. Thanks for coming here. This is a big day. I remember in 2008 when I was hired by Don Beggs, one of the first things he said to me, he looked over here at the football stadium and he goes, "That is about the ugliest building I've ever seen in my life, and we need to get rid of it." And I go back to 1999. I know we went to the legislature and said, "Hey, we need to tear down the stadium." And the legislature passed a law and said we could not, which was great. So it sat here with most presidents coming since for the last 25 years saying we need to do something with this stadium and not figuring out what to do. So when Rick Muma became president, I think it was one of the first things you said to me. It's like, "Hey, we need to get University Stadium done. I'm tired of talking about it." And if you think about all the good work in Crossland, you guys are here, so much of the work you've done on the Innovation Campus that really transformed this place. This was really the last eyesore. So this is a really great day. I want to thank the Board of Trustees for making the initial investment to make this happen. But I really want to talk about the Crossland team and all the work you've done on our campus and the commitment. And I go back to sitting in the room the very first day when we're talking about building the John Bardo Center and sitting by Ivan and learning quite a bit about negotiating with the development team. And Ivan was so helpful because I had no idea what I was doing, and he could have taken us to the cleaners and I would have been happy and smiling and thought we did a great job. So Ivan, thanks for all your help and really being a strong and wonderful partner. The other partners that we have is again, as we're building this stadium larger than we need to for an American Athletic Conference and larger than we would need to do to host an NCAA tournament and really larger than we need for the university. But this is really a community event center. And if you think about it, what's coming up with the state track meet, we're going to have 12 to 14,000 people here for 2 days. And just to give you the economic impact, for those 2 days, that brings in $7 million to this community in bed tax and other taxes that go to help grow the economy. So huge event that comes here. And so 259, the city of Wichita, and Sedgwick County are all partners in making this university stadium be what it can be. And I keep calling it University Stadium and really need to be saying Crossland Stadium because that's why we're here today and very exciting. But I wanted to take a moment again to really get back to President Muma. He was really the person who said, "Let's get this done. Let's figure out how to make this happen." And that's what he's done on so many things on this campus. He's really driven that, hey, we had an idea. It's a great idea, but it's not going to work if we don't actually do something and make it happen. So he's had to make a lot of tough decisions. This has not been an easy environment to invest in, with state funding being decreased and federal funding being decreased. But Rick's like, we need to find a way. So I really appreciate his leadership and his strong attention to what needs to happen. So ladies and gentlemen, President Muma.
Thank you, Andy. It's great to be here. First Gentleman Rick Case and I welcome all of you to University Stadium, and we're going to actually officially unveil the name here in just a second. And thank you for joining us during this very meaningful moment in the history of Wichita State. Today we're proud to recognize and thank Crossland Construction for its incredible generosity and continued partnership with Wichita State. Crossland Construction believes in bold vision. You can see that in their headquarters in Columbus, Kansas, on our Innovation Campus, and throughout the state and nation. Across our campus, you can see the results of that partnership. Crossland has helped create spaces where ideas take shape, where students collaborate and innovate, and where aspirations as a university become very tangible. That work reflects a deep understanding of what we are striving to achieve and a commitment to helping us realize it. Crossland Stadium honors Ivan Crossland, the Crossland family, and their family of employees. Many of them are with us this morning. Their legacy is rooted in hard work, integrity, and a deep commitment to building opportunities for others. Their belief in the university makes this moment especially meaningful. Today, the influence becomes even more visible and enduring. The stadium that will stand as another reflection of what we can achieve when we share a vision and match that with action. We are grateful for this partnership, and we are honored to have the name Crossland associated with this stadium for years to come. Together with Crossland Construction Support and the Wichita State University Board of Trustees Investment, we are here to celebrate this world-class facility and be very proud of it. I'd also like to acknowledge DJ McClinney, Crossland Construction's Vice President at the Wichita Division, for his partnership over the years, and DJ makes many of these things possible. So, the moment we're here, and without further ado, it's my distinct honor to unveil the renderings of Crossland Stadium and share a glimpse of what's to come. Thank you all for being here. Andy, I think you have the next comments.
So our next speaker today is going to be Kevin Saul, and I just want to take a moment. Kevin came in, and I've rarely met a person who's more committed to details, what I think way beyond athletics. He's calling all the time and how the legislature can help improve what he's doing. But I think what he really is, again, as we talk about and celebrate community today, he's a community leader. So many athletic directors come in and say, what's best for my basketball team? What's best for the track team? What's best for the tennis team? And they don't really worry about the community. And Kevin came in and said, hey, we need to do something. This stadium can be so much more. What are the events we can have outside of Wichita State? How can we light this up so there's things to do for our community? And when I came to work here in 2008, in the summer, WSU was just pretty empty and nothing was going on. And I just want to take a moment to talk about, just from an athletic aspect, of what's happening this week. This week, on Friday, the state track meet will start. I already said 12 to 14,000 people will be coming to this event. We'll also be hosting the boys baseball 5 and 6A state tournament at the same time. During that time, we will also have the softball 5 and 6A here. And for those who don't know, I'm a tennis player, so I care about this, so I do know this, is that we have a professional tennis tournament going over at Coleman right now, and that will be going on for 2 weeks. So 5 events happening in one weekend on this campus, and something we wouldn't have been able to do 15 years ago, that because of the leadership we have and the understanding of the community of what we're doing. And really the benefit to WSU is the more we get the community here, more people want to send their kids here and spend time here. So we appreciate all the hard work that everyone's doing to make that happen. So Kevin Saul, if you would come up and say a few words.
Thanks, Andy. Good morning, everybody. How we doing? Good, everybody good. So I remember the day, I'm going to echo some of Andy's comments. On June 17th, I believe it was, of 2022, I interviewed for this job, and in the first 5 minutes of our conversation with President Muma, he said, not I'm trying to, but we will renovate Cessna University Stadium, and that vision has stayed strong and true, and I believe that's why we're here today. So Rick, congrats to you, and obviously thanks so much to the Crossland family for being a part of this. Today I think is more about, it's more than just a name on a stadium. I think today is about legacy, it's about partnership, it's about vision, it's about belief in the future of Wichita State University and the city of Wichita, and that belief has been going on for decades. This facility carries a proud and evolving history for generations. What began as Veterans Field in 1946 expanded to become Cessna Stadium in 1969. It was a venue that created memories and continues to create those memories for Shockers and members of our community. Just a little bit of history. I'm going to hit you with 3 history bullet points here. One of the historic moments came in this facility on September 13th of 1969. The newly expanded 31,500 seat Cessna Stadium officially opened before a celebratory crowd of 28,245 fans. The Shockers beat Utah State that day 17-7 in their football season opener, and then nearly a decade later in 1978 they packed the stadium for the largest crowd in history at a little over 30,000. A couple unforgettable moments on the track side of this facility. One, Jim Ryan, those of you who know that name, Jim Ryan actually ran his second sub 4-minute mile in his career here at Cessna Stadium. And then another one In 1982, Carl Lewis competed for the renowned Santa Monica Track Club and set the facility long jump record here with a leap of, I won't give you meters because it won't matter to most of us, but 27 feet, 6¼ inch. So just some remarkable accomplishments that have happened in this facility, and the list goes on and on. So while football at Wichita State remains an important part of our history and identity, this facility continues to evolve alongside the university. So Veterans Field to Cessna Stadium to University Stadium, and now beginning today will be Crossland Stadium. That evolution reflects something important. This place has never stood still. It has continuously adapted to serve new generations of student athletes, students, and our broader Wichita community. So today, stadium serves as a critical training and competition facility for over 250 of our student athletes, but especially and most importantly for a little over 100 of our track student athletes in our track program. They call the facility home every single day, and they are so excited at the transformation of this facility over the last couple of years. Their comments are endless, but this is their classroom. It's their training ground. It's their competitive stage. It's the place where championships are pursued and life lessons are learned in this place. And we have several members of the athletics department here today that appreciate them being a part of this. This is where young people develop discipline, resilience, leadership, all those core values that make the student-athlete journey so special. And those values align perfectly, in my mind, with who Crossland family is and the organization has always been. But the impact of this facility extends well beyond just Shocker Athletics, as Andy mentioned. This stadium will be a community asset for the entire region, not just our community. It's a place where we envision hosting American Conference Championships, NCAA championships, national level track and field competitions, multiple state high school athletic association state championships. We want Wichita to be the home for state championships when young people come to compete. USD 259 athletic contests, district-wide gatherings, and countless community events that bring people together here in Wichita. And I want to take just a moment to thank, we've got several folks within athletics that make all those external events possible, but Brad Pittman, Kayla Jost, Tyler Good, that team does a phenomenal job at being really aggressive with external events, and they bring a lot to the city of Wichita, and they do it very, very well. So we owe a debt of gratitude to those guys. We are, in fact, proud that we'll be hosting the 2028 American Conference Championships in here. That'll be announced later this week at our spring meetings. It's an opportunity to showcase not only our university, but our city and our community. This incredible facility will be showcased on a national stage. So it's historically served as an economic driver, as Andy mentioned, and it will continue to do that for not only the city of Wichita, but Sedgwick County and the region. So really look forward to that. But none of this happens without the partnership, and transformational projects require transformational people. And that is exactly what Crossland has been for Wichita State University, is transformational. So their generosity and belief and investment in what we're doing here at Wichita State it truly means a lot. It has a great impact on our student athletes, our coaches, their families, and all the people that come. So thank you very much. So on behalf of Wichita State Athletics and Shocker Nation, thank you to the Crossland family and the organization for believing in Wichita, investing in Wichita State, and helping us build a future for the next generation of Shockers. We are incredibly proud to officially recognize this facility as Crossland Stadium. So thank you very much.
All right, we're at the what is it called? I won't even say it because I can't remember. My brain's not working. Anyway, important part of the day where we get to talk, where Crossland will come up here and talk, and I get the opportunity to introduce DJ McClenny. And DJ, they have a nice bio for you here, and I'm not going to read it, just FYI. But I do want to say, it says here that you moved to Wichita in 1999 and really started working on the Wichita division of Crossland. And if you think about it, I said earlier, that was when we went to the legislature and said, hey, we want to change the stadium. And they said no. So really, you were destined same year you moved here, you were destined to be up here talking about how we were going to transform this facility. So anyway, without further ado, DJ McClenny.
Move this down a little bit. All right, guys. Good morning. Thanks, everyone, for being here today. President Muma, Andy Slapp, Kevin Saul, Brad Pittman, all the leadership that's here, coaches, student athletes, and I think we even have some former athletes here, so that's pretty cool. Thank you guys for allowing us to be part of this moment. On behalf of Crossland, I want to say how truly honored we are that we have our name associated with this stadium and with Wichita State University. Because for Crossland, it is much more than putting a name on a building. What it really represents is a relationship, a commitment, and more than a decade of working side by side with Wichita State to help bring important ideas to life. During that time, we've had the opportunity to be involved in projects across the university and throughout the Innovation Campus. And a lot of work has to happen to make all of this take shape. And we couldn't do all that without the help of our development partners who have spent countless hours helping create opportunities, work through details, and keep things moving forward. Dave, Steve, thank you guys for all that work. So I remember when much of what we see around us was just an idea. There were plans, conversations, sketches, and I know that many times people were thinking that it really couldn't happen as quick as it did. But however, Wichita State had a vision. Our Crossland team had perseverance to keep things moving forward. And today, as you drive through the campus, you see the result of these plans that have been carried forward by a lot of committed people. Dr. Bardo and Dr. Tomlin had the vision to take what was once a golf course and create something truly transformational. An innovation campus that has changed the university and placed students directly in their fields and created new opportunities for them. And then President Muma and your staff, you've taken that and along with industry partners and continue to build on that vision today. Wichita State has not simply added buildings to a campus, but has created an environment where education connects directly to opportunity. And students are learning by actually doing the work alongside industry partners, and they gain real-world experience. And this applied learning model is one of the things that Crossland admires most about Wichita State, because we believe deeply in education and this type of opportunity. And great facilities play an important role in that. They help attract the talented students, they support their success, and they show that their future is worth investing in. And this stadium is a great example of that. Our team has spent the last couple of years working with the university to reimagine the stadium, starting with all the east side improvements that you see today in the track and the field that you're sitting on, that in just a couple of days will host the state track meet. This project is not just about improving a facility, but it's about creating a place that better supports student athletes and positions Wichita State for the future. And that work takes a committed team. I want to recognize Wichita State Facilities Planning Department and the team at Tesserae Architecture for their tremendous work that they've done to help this program and vision together. Their partnership, along with the efforts of our Crossland team and our trade partners in the field, are what keep projects like this moving forward. Most importantly, this stadium is about the student athletes who will use it. They put in lots of hours in work that most never see, and they represent the university and the city with pride, and they deserve facilities and the resources that support their goals. To know that our work, and now our name, will be part of this experience for years to come is something that we do not take lightly. Our commitment to Wichita State does not begin or end with this stadium, and it is not simply about a name. It's a promise that Crossland will continue to invest in this university, this city, and the institutions that help make Wichita such a great place to live and work. Thank you again for your trust and partnership. We're honored to be part of your story and proud to keep building it together. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Telly McGahey. I'm the president and CEO of Wichita State University Foundation, and alumni engagement. I'm here today on behalf of the board and our National Advisory Council to recognize and thank Crossland Construction for everything that you've done through your many years of relationship with the university to help make not only today possible, but 10 years of what we've seen come to fruition on the Innovation Campus. As we close out today, I want to take a moment to thank everyone for being here and to reflect on what this relationship truly represents. Crossland has been part of this university's recent evolution, and now with your commitment to the stadium, you are helping carry that impact forward. Your investment and relationship with the university truly go beyond the brick and mortar of what your team supports on our campus. It extends into the shared values that we all possess, which is how the power of higher education can change the lives of so many individuals. We are incredibly grateful for your leadership and for setting a tone that creates momentum and will undoubtedly inspire others to follow. It's our honor to be here to recognize that commitment today. And on behalf of Wichita State, we'd like to present you, Ivan, if you don't mind coming up, and President Muma, if you join me, with a small token of our gratitude that represents the impact you are making and accelerating the progress of Wichita State University, this stadium, and this campus.
They're over there.
Come over here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you all for being here today. This concludes our event for this morning. Members of the media, President Muma, and the members of Crossland will be available for questions following this reception. Thank you.